welcome back to Cliffieland. This is week number 30 in our second attempt of cooking the food of every country in the world, and tonight we're up to the nation of Cameroon. Cameroon is located in Central Africa. It shares land borders with 6 nations, including Nigeria, Chad, Central African Republic, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon. And it also has a shore on the Atlantic Ocean. It is a large, ethnically and geographically diverse nation, which is also known as Africa in miniature, since it happens to feature just about every geological aspect you would find on the continent. For tonight's dinner, I need to give a few explanations. First, I need to explain what we did last time around. So let's take a look and see how things went 4 years ago. Well, 4 years ago on the Global Cooking Challenge, I issued an apology to all the people of Cameroon. At that time, life circumstances had it so that I really couldn't give a whole lot of attention to it, and I really kind of punted. I basically did a fried fish with some corn and plantains and a peanut sauce, which came out okay, but it wasn't truly indicative of Cameroon. This time, since I had the time, I wanted to remedy that. I found an authentic African market that had some of the specific ingredients that I would need, which leads us to one of the dishes I wanted to make, but wasn't able to, and that is ndolé, arguably the national dish of Cameroon. The reason I couldn't do it is because our market did not have the required bitter leaf, and I did not want to have some substitute spinach for that. So instead I did another very popular dish, apparently more common in the south of the country, and that is known as Ekwang, which is sort of a stew made with rolls made of taro leaf and grated taro, so we're gonna see how that goes. Also, as we tried to be as authentic as we could be, we got some very specific ingredients which you may be able to find in an African market near you. Those are taro. Taro is a fibrous tuber commonly eaten throughout Africa, the Caribbean, and parts of Oceania. It is very delicious, but make sure you cook it, because uncooked it is kind of poisonous. Also, this involves the taro leaf, also known as dasheen, also known as elephant ears. Here in Florida, it's used as landscaping. Again, this can be found throughout Oceania, Africa, and the Caribbean. You may find it at an Asian market or an African market near you. Another note about this ingredient: be sure you wear gloves when dealing with the skin of the root or these leaves, because it emits a sap which is very irritating to the skin, especially if you have any open cuts. Once cooked, it's very delicious. Are there 2 ingredients? Dried smoked fish. This is generally non-specific in terms of the kind of fish it is, but from what I gather, it's usually catfish. It is preserved dried and is smoked. And lastly, dried crayfish, or in our case, dried ground crayfish. It is a delicacy in this region. It is exactly what it sounds like, and as such, it has a rather pungent odor. This is great once you've become accustomed to it, but if you're not, it may be a little off-putting at first. So, to review, we are making the Ekwang. We're serving that with a Pepe hot pepper sauce, and we'll also be making a cornmeal fufu, which is sort of a corn polenta. In this region, this popular starch can be made with a variety of different starches, either cassava or plantain or sweet potato or white cornmeal. We've chosen to do it with yellow cornmeal. Okay, enough of that. Let's take a look at tonight's ingredients. First, for Ekwang, we'll need 3 medium-sized taro roots, peeled. We've soaked them in water to keep them from oxidizing. 15 large taro leaves, central stems removed, each leaf washed thoroughly. 3/4 of a pound of lean stew beef, sliced thinly. 1 large white onion, 1/2 chopped and 1/2 pureed. 3 to 4 pieces of dried smoked fish, about 1/2 pound. 1 cup of ground dried crayfish. A 2-inch piece of ginger pureed. 4 bouillon cubes of any flavor. 1/2 cup of red palm oil. Salt and ground chili to taste. Then, for our Pepe pepper sauce, we're going to need 5 large Scotch bonnet peppers. We've chosen to remove the seeds to limit the heat. 1/2 of a white onion. A 1-inch piece of ginger peeled. 2 cloves of garlic peeled. 1 celery stalk. 1 bouillon cube, any flavor, and a 1/4 cup of water. And finally, for the corn fufu, we'll need 1 cup of yellow cornmeal and 2 cups of water. Okay, I hope you got all that down, because we gotta get cooking. Here we go! In a large saucepan, place sliced beef, bouillon cubes, chopped onion, and enough water to cover. Bring to a boil, reduce the heat and simmer for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, using a food processor, grate the taro root. Remove to a large bowl. After grating the rest in batches, heavily salt the taro and set it aside. Then, on a cutting board, lay each taro leaf flat. Place 1 scoop of grated taro in the center of each leaf. Roll tightly, folding in the sides when halfway up. Roll up to make a cigar-shaped roll. Personally, I have problems with this. Repeat with the rest of the grated taro and the rest of the taro leaves. When you've run out of taro leaves or grated taro, you're done. Line a large pot with the red palm oil. Stack rolls around the outside of the pot in a crisscross pattern. Leave a hole in the center of the rolls. Pour the beef and liquid into the center of the pot. Add just enough water to cover the rolls. Place a small plate upside down to hold down the rolls. Slowly bring the pot to a simmer. Cook over medium heat, shaking the pot occasionally. When time is up, carefully remove the plate with tongs and place in the center well the dried smoked fish, pureed onion, pureed ginger, grated dried crayfish, salt to taste, and red chili flakes to taste. Ensure all the ingredients are submerged. Cover and shake the pot. Return the upside-down plate to the pot, raise the heat to medium-high, and cook for 30 minutes more. In a food processor, place the Scotch bonnet peppers, white onion, ginger, celery, garlic, and water. Puree into a paste. Transfer to a small pot. Bring to a boil. Pound the bouillon cube into a paste. Bring the heat to low. Add the red palm oil, ground bouillon cube, a heavy pinch of salt. Stir and cook on low heat for 5 minutes until fragrant. Remove from heat and let cool completely. Transfer to an airtight container where it may be refrigerated for up to 1 week. Bring 1 cup of water to a boil in a large pot. Slowly whisk in the cornmeal to avoid lumps. Continue adding until the cornmeal is used up. Once the water is absorbed, add 1/3 cup of room temperature water. Stir until combined and add the next 1/3 cup of water. Keep stirring until the water is absorbed and then add the last 1/3 cup of water. Stir and serve hot. Plate ramekin mounds of the corn fufu. Plate servings of the Pepe sauce in bowls. Plate the taro rolls. Scoop on servings of the meat and fish stew over the rolls. Wipe the plates and serve. And how did it all turn out? Well, color me surprised, because I was actually very scared going into this, seeing it was the very first time I was trying these dishes. My skills at rolling the cigar-shaped taro rolls leaves a lot to be desired, as has been evidenced in any other dish where I need to roll cabbage or leaves or anything. Still, the flavors were astounding. The layered flavors of the taro with the pungent crawfish, the touch of sweetness from the onions, the hearty beef, and the smoky fish made it a remarkable dish overall. Coupled with the very hot pepper sauce and the starchy fufu, made for a fantastic dish overall. Therefore, cumulatively, I'm going to give tonight's Ekwang et al. 4 out of 5 globes. Really great. If I was better at making those rolls, it could have been a 5. And again, that's a me problem. So, that does it for Cameroon. Remember, if you have any thoughtful feelings, helpful suggestions about the food of Cameroon or any of our future countries, let us know in the comments. If you'd like to see our live streams when they happen every Tuesday night, be sure to follow us on Periscope or Busker. Like and subscribe if you'd like to be advised when these videos are posted every Wednesday night. And tune in next week when we head back to North America for our largest country yet, when we hit Canada. So tune in. Thanks for watching and happy eating!